Boxing Truth here. Alright, back with another video. Quick prediction video for tonight's fight. Spence Porter. Not really looking all that much forward to it. Not really that much anticipated. Really has been no buzz for this fight. Except some rumblings between the camps. Especially the two trainers. Thought it was interesting that what Spence trainer said. How Kenny Porter treats his son, but either way, here's a quick prediction video on what's going to happen tonight. I think everyone pretty much knows who's going to win the fight. That's why Spence is considered a 10-1 favorite. Very hard to get any value for Spence. It's very risky to really put any money on Spence to win by KO or to go the distance. The most logical wager would be Spence by decision, but it's still a little risky considering that Porter didn't really look good in his last fight. Got tagged a little too much. Didn't look good, and to be honest, I felt he lost the fight to Ugas. I recently watched it again for the first time in its entirety. I felt Ugas pulled out a decision, very close decision, but it was a competitive close fight. But Porter in that fight for some reason decided to change his style. He decided to box. He decided to be on the outside, but it just wasn't working against a taller, longer guy. This is the Achilles heel when it comes to Shawn Porter. I've seen it throughout his whole career. The guy struggles with length, distance, height, and reach. He just doesn't have the tools or the skill set to effectively get inside and land combinations. I mean, the guy struggled against no-hopers who fought at a distance. He still had trouble getting this inside against lower level competition. So he's gonna predictably have a lot of trouble tonight, depending on how Spence fights. If Spence fights like he did against Mikey Garcia, it's gonna be a long night for Shawn Porter. And if Porter decides to box, that ain't gonna work either. That shit ain't gonna work. It didn't work against Ugas, ain't gonna work against Spence. So Porter's best chance is to be rough, be rugged, elbows, headbutts, make it dirty in there, fight on the inside, stay in there, be on top of Spence, and try to eke out a decision, because he doesn't have the power to knock out Spence, but he has the work rate to perhaps outpoint him. Maybe make it interesting, maybe make it a worthy fight to watch. But it'll be interesting to see how Spence fights this fight. He's talking knockout, he's talking his usual aggressive style. I hope he does come in with that style. We'll be in for a more entertaining fight compared to his last fight, where Mikey didn't take any risks. Hopefully I think Porter will take more risks. Hopefully he doesn't box that bullshit boxing style that he did his last fight, which pretty much, in my opinion, cost him the fight. But he was able to escape with a victory, a gift decision. And this is a good opportunity for Spence to make a statement. Spence needs to make a statement in this fight, man. People regard him as pound for pound number one, among the best in the world. But I mean, if you getting that type of praise, you should be able to knock out blowing up lightweights. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no top welterweight was running scared after that performance. People were actually unimpressed. They were unimpressed by Spence's last performance against Mikey. We all expected a knockout, and yet it was a 12-round decision where he didn't really put much of a hurting on Mikey. Beat him, outpointed him, dominated him. But where was the firepower? Where was the punching power? Where was the man down? You can't even man down a fucking lightweight, bruh. I want my money back, Spence. You cost me money that night, bruh. I bet you by knockout you couldn't even knock out a fucking lightweight. So you better make some statements tonight. Otherwise, you just some hyped up fucking PBC fighter getting praised for not even putting on statement type performances. I want to see a knockout tonight. Show me you the truth. We're just another PBC hype job that's about to get exposed by an old Manny Pacquiao. Anyways, I got Spence by victory. I don't know how he wins. It could be by knockout. It could be by decision. Tread carefully on how you bet this fight, but it's guaranteed that Spence is going to win, at least in my view. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.